Hi, I'm Peter Choi. I'm a member of AILA's Canada chapter, currently practicing business immigration law in Toronto, and I'm here to speak about an article I wrote recently that was published in the October 2021 issue of the AILA Law Journal titled Examining Automatic Revalidation. To summarize it briefly, the article takes a deep dive into the rule of automatic revalidation, which, as many of you are aware, is a State Department regulation that essentially says that subject to certain conditions, non-immigrants who return to a U.S. port of entry after a brief departure with an invalid visa in hand can have that invalid visa automatically revalidated at the port of entry so that they can lawfully re-enter the U.S. in the same immigration status they held prior to departing. To try and clarify what I think is a pretty abstruse rule, the article begins by providing an overview of the rule, including its regulatory history, and then provide some observations about how the rule is administered in practice, and then ultimately proposes a reformulation of the rule. AILA's Infonet research library, which many of you are familiar with, served as a really essential resource throughout the writing of this article by providing a super expansive archive of discussions between immigration attorneys and federal officials that have taken place about the rule, going as far back as almost the last 20 years or so. So that was really invaluable. I've worked on various cases over the course of my career so far in which the rule of automatic revalidation was relevant. And a few years ago, I jotted some thoughts I had about the rule down as something that maybe I wanted to research in greater depth and write about in the future. And I was thrilled to learn about the launch of the AILA Law Journal, which I thought provided the perfect opportunity to do this. I hope readers of the article feel energized as much as one can be in reading a law review article by the glimpse it provides into some really interesting nuances in U.S. immigration law. And I hope readers also feel encouraged to explore and share their own thoughts to continue to help enrich our collective understanding of this very timely and what I think is a very captivating area of the law. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and thanks again to AILA for providing this great opportunity to share my thoughts and my writing.